Around. We have a caller on line 1-855-1100. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Ashley?
Doing well.
Hey, I heard you talking about this Whitney Houston thing.
Yes.
Just got a couple comments on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand the interest in what happened to her and her funeral arrangements and everything because she's a celebrity, and as a society, we're so focused on celebrities and the need to know. She was a talented person, but she was a drug abuser. You know, this is something that she brought on herself, and I'm surprised that the people that were closest to her, I would be surprised if the people that were closest to her did not see her getting ready to crash and burn.
So you think that there was more of a going downhill type of thing? It wasn't something that came out of the blue?
No, I think she admitted in an interview with Oprah Winfrey after Michael Jackson died. This is something I just saw online. I didn't realize that she admitted this so long ago. But this interview that was with Oprah Winfrey after Michael Jackson died, she admitted herself that she was a drug addict, that she was an abuser, and she saw herself in what was going on with Michael. I mean, for her to say that back then, and I understand that abusers, drug abusers and alcohol abusers, or substance abusers, let's just say that, if they don't want the help,
they're not
or
going
if
to
they don't want to help themselves, they're not going to accept the help from others.
Right.
So you know, it was on her to seek to want the help herself, and those that were around her that were closest to her should have seen this ongoing abuse of substances and tried to talk her into getting some help herself.
Now, although that you said this was later on that she admitted on the Oprah show saying that, you know, she is an addict and everything, how do you feel that, do you think that part of me kind of feels like her family around her probably wanted to, help her, but maybe she was at a different state of mind going from the Oprah show. Do you think that she was maybe putting on a front saying, no, you don't think so?
No, I think this was years ago. In the interview, of course, she's an actress.
Yes.
But she seemed very sincere. And why would a celebrity of her stature admit in a national interview that she was a drug abuser for any other reason other than to admit it to herself? Because I think it scared her, because she said herself that she saw herself in Michael Jackson. You know, things that were going on with him that were revealed, and the level of substance abuse that he supposedly was involved in. She saw it in herself, and it probably scared the heck out of her.
Well,
so, you know, at that time, she may have maybe not completely stopped using. Who knows? Who knows? It may have been enough of a scare for her to stop. But then that old demon got a hold of her, and you know, she may have ramped up her her abuse of the substances again.
Well,
and this is what it led to.
Well, they say that the toxology, the reports and everything, the investigation won't be filed and filled 100% until about 6 to 7 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks is usually the length of time you're going to get a toxicology report.
Right. Now they're saying that they are linking her husband, Bobby, to, you know, her usage of substance and everything, and that now the big question is, should he be allowed or should he not be allowed to the funeral? They're letting him because he wants to be there for support his daughter that they have together, the 18-year-old daughter that they do have together. Should he or should he not be there? What do you think?
You know, I wouldn't make that call, because I think that's up to the family, whether or not they want him there or not. You know, for me, is just a person. I wouldn't feel comfortable making a recommendation or an opinion on that one way or another, because it's not my direct family.
All right.
You know, I can understand why he would want to be there if he's going there to support their daughter. But I can understand the rest of the family, not wanting him there because it's been alleged that he's the one that exposed her to the different substances that, led to, obviously, what happened to her.
All right, we're going to go ahead and leave it on that. Thanks so much for calling.
Let me add one other thing that really I didn't agree with absolutely 100%. It was the fact that they wanted flags flown at half staff across the state of New Jersey because she passed away. That's absolutely unfitting.
All right, we're going to leave it at that. That was a great call right there. We're going to go ahead and go to line 3. Alex, how are you?
Hi, how are you, Ashley?
Good.
So the toxicology reports haven't come out yet, right, on Whitney? I mean,
correct. They haven't, but there's been links and some stuff that's going on. But what do you believe and what you don't believe?
right. So why is everybody just jumping to the point that they're just going to assume that she overdosed, she was irresponsible? I mean, there's already a couple theories that maybe, she supposedly she was on Xanax. Now, if that was prescribed and she was dealing with some stuff, I mean, she just got done filming a movie or something like that, or she was on her way to film a movie. I mean, she had a lot of stuff going on. They thought that maybe she took a Xanax, fell asleep in the tub, and drowned. Now, everybody's treating her like she's still on drugs and assuming this and assuming that. And then when the toxicology report comes out, everybody feels stupid. Out of respect for her family, couldn't people just assume that? To just wait and wait for the reports to come out before you call her a drug addict, and out of respect for her family at least.
And I think a lot of people link the fact that she was only 48 years old, which is still very young for anyone, not just a star, but to even put it towards, I think it's more of her past, that people keep just like going back to it and thinking, you know what, this is who she was, this is what she was dealing with. When the toxicology reports do come out, we're going to definitely see light on either was she still using, what exactly was being used, but like you said, it's not going to be done until about between 6 to 7.
6 to 8 weeks.
Right.
So is everybody just going to assume that this is what Whitney Houston is going to be known for, is a drug user, and look past all of her accomplishments, her musical accomplishments, everything she's done for humanity? I mean, you're going to look past all that, and people are just going to still call her a drug addict, and that's what she's going to be known for, as she lays 6 feet under the ground for the rest of her, for the rest of eternity. I just don't think it's fair.